All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and continue on with our 12 Days of Christmas. So on our first day of Christmas, we gave away a partridge and a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, what did we give away? What did we give away? Was it like two turtle doves? Was that what it was? Well, today it's the 3 French hens. We're going to go tall, tall, regular tall, tall. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this. All right, we have a fascinating 3 coming up right now. So what I'm going to start with is I'm just going to kind of start right here with a little bit of an angle like that. All right, so we have like an upside down J. All right, then I'm going to come in like this. All right, and then I'm going to come out like that because this is another bird. It's going to be another bird. 3 French hens. So this little French hen has a beak that comes out like this. Comes out. We're going to give it a little bit of a smile beak. Smile beak. All right. And then, of course, that little thing that hangs off of those chicken things. It's that little red thing. What was that called? It was called a goop. We'll look it up. All right. So we have that top of that bird there. And then right here, we're going to have a little bit of a little punch out like that. All right. We're going to have a punch out like that. Like, wait a second, Mr. Blake, what's going on here? You will see. You will see. Then we're going to have some amazing, yes, you may, some amazing feather work here. Coming all the way up. Like that. It'll be a pretty simple little birdie here. In the center, we're going to draw a little bit of a wing. So we're going to have a little bit of a curve just like that. All right. We have the top of this beak thing. Going to be a big red piece there. Oh my goodness, did I already forget his giant eye? Oh my goodness. And this one's going to have this like that. It's going to have here. Boom. And as you guys know, I love coloring in my eye with the marker so that way all the colors on this really plop out nicely. Now, a French hen is just kind of like a fancy chicken, is everything I can gather from it. All right, so down here, like that. And then come across there like this. All right. And we'll just kind of have a little bloop. And we'll have a bloop. And we'll have a bloop. A little chicken foot leg thing. And its back leg kind of looks like this. Bloop. All right. Kick it in here. Kick it in there. We have ourselves a little bit of a hen. But I'm going to need to put a line in the middle of its neck right there. Cut across. All right. Come down. Come around. Come across. Come around. Go up. Big number 3 sitting in the middle of the French hen. Now, right now it just looks like a hen. It's not too French, is it? So we're going to need to come up here, kind of take an upside down U right off of its top of its tail, right like that. All right. Then we're going to come up here. We're going to draw a line right there. Right. And come down like that. We're going to draw a line here, here, and here. And have a corresponding line, corresponding line, corresponding line. Then we're going to have a line that goes up, up. All right. What is going on here, Mr. Blake? Kick out a little piece here and here. Another line that goes across. And another little bloop, bloop. And a bloop, just like that. All right, then on top of this, what we're going to do is we're going to take a line right here, a dot right here. All right. Connect it like that. Not quite connected, see? Have it just like that. This is going to come across it. And just like this one down here, we're going to go bloop, bloop, then bloop, bloop. Then, way up here, we're going to have a, just like that, all right? And then we will take this, like that. All right. Then we will take 2 lines on each of these sides. 1, 2. All right. And up here, we will take 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. There's 5 sections. And we will make an X, another X, an X, connecting, zigzagging down those boxes. Does anybody know what this is? All right, we have learned about it. And you know what? We will probably watch a little video from the YouTubes in a minute about this as well. I'm going to go zig, 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 and zig, and then zag, 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 and zig, and zag. The Eiffel Tower. Oh my goodness. Now, we're going to start our coloring off. We're going to finish off the Eiffel Tower first with a simple gray, coloring in this portion right here, this portion right here, and this portion right there. Nothing else. Gonna grab a nice red. We're gonna start coloring all Fast and Furious and Outside the Line.
No.
We're gonna color outside the line.
No. No, outside the line.
We're gonna color inside the lines, going slow and steady. Thank you. So this part here, nice and red. All right. This little scoop here. Nice and red. And of course, the inside of our number 3. Nice and red. I'm going to go side to side on the number 3 because I like the way it looks that way. Three French hens and a
partridge in an oof.
partridge in an oof.
No. 10
partridge in a pear tree.
No.
So this is the third day of Christmas.
1, 2, 3.
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Let me get my orange out.
No.
Color this in just like that. The top of the beak. The bottom of the beak. And let's get silly and color in these legs and feet. All right. Then we're going to grab a yellow. All right. Sharpen it up. All right. And we're going to start by going side to side all the way around the line. Because we love staying outside the lines.
No, it's a big.
Yeah,
That's not life.
outside the lines is the way to color, isn't it, guys?
It's a big strong and steady.
Oh, slow and steady
Yeah.
inside the lines or out?
No. Inside the line. Slow and steady.
Slow and steady inside the lines. Okay. Sounds like a good plan, guys. Now, yellow's kind of hard to make sure you're coloring in all the areas. So sometimes you have to look at the side to make sure we have colored in. Now, if you're using a marker, it's going to be a little bit more obvious on the yellow. But I also don't want to draw over my black lines because this is always good practice in coloring. So as you can see, coloring all in that line is great practice. Inside and outside of the wing.
No.
Alright? Because the wing has lines on the inside and the outside. Now, it's hard to make texture with yellow, so it's not necessary to draw all in one direction, because the yellow is so bright and close to the color of the page that if you go up or down and sideways, it won't really affect the look. But what I do want to avoid is coloring over the black lines, because it does, you can kind of see the yellow on top of the black. And I don't want that.
No.
So I can kind of go at an angle on this one instead of just up and down, or side to side. So that's good. Good for the coloring time frame. All right, coming around the 3. Three French hens. And like this section here, I can go ahead and color in that bright yellow line. Oh wow, look at that. It is starting to pop.
Mr. Blake,
Yeah,
slow and steady.
I am going fast. I told you I was going fast and furious.
No.
No, you gotta go potty? Alright, go to the bathroom because it's lunchtime.
Slow and steady.
Oscar, have fun at lunch.
Have a long walk.
Chloe says,
Fasting carrots is not good.
don't, Oscar, go.
Bye, Oscar.
No. Go to the bathroom.
Bye, Oscar.
I'm going to keep sharpening. All right, coming around this big 3.
Parsley and a parsley.
Coming up the side. Color around the eye. Moving the paper around as I need it to be moved around. Yellow is a great color to color with, because like I say, it's very forgiving
Yeah,
on the
baby.
texture of it. Up and down, side to side, left and right, diagonal, however you want to do it. Very forgiving. Now, if you happen to be going fast and furious and you make a mistake and you go over the line, we'll fix that with our scissors later.
Yeah.
But you don't want to make that a habit, because what if you got inside the 3? You can't fix that with scissors. Now that I've colored the lines, I can go a little bit faster, controlled fast, going around these larger portions of coloring. All right, I already have to sharpen it again. Just drains the old pencil. All right,
Put this away. Drop it.
so I'm gonna come up in here.
Drop away.
Coming in, I got to kind of go through here and look for some of the areas. It actually adds a nice texture when coloring with yellow, because it leaves some of the white open. It's kind of nice. All right, I'm gonna get my handy dandy scissors out. It's a surprise. Do you need to go pot? You need to go. Push the button. Push the button. Push the button. Yes, you may. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of bend the paper a little bit, not fold it. Just, oh, my goodness, I'm having a little issue there. Just a little bend to get a cut right there. All right, so
She
a
did.
cut right there, and make a little spot to be able to grow the hole using a little bit of an angle, cutting
All right, come on, Oscar.
on that line. All right. All right, now I have an area to put my scissors in, so I can cut along the line. And it's kind of hard because look, I mean, it's the middle of the paper. I can't cut through it. And kind of come around and look at that. Oh my goodness, my aching knuckles. Huh? I have to make little cuts. It's okay. Nice. So that is done. And I'll do the same thing right here. All right, just enough to get my scissors in to go up the side of it. All right. And then maybe cut a little bit of it off so I can get my scissors in a little bit more. Bend this piece like that. And then come, I guess, down the tower like that. Cross it. All right, that's the start. Then I'll just kind of start cutting along the lines down here. Just really careful, because this foot, you don't want to lose any of it.
Come on.
Exactly. All right, so this one's going to be one of the more difficult ones we've cut. Probably the hardest one so far, because there's a lot of curves in this feather. Of course, then you had to just make those holes. So there's a lot of slow and steady, very fine motor skills going on here, guys. Once we get to the tower part, though, that's a pretty straight line, so you don't have to worry too much. But, oh, the first terrace. You gotta kind of be careful going around that and then going up the rest. All right. Now I'm going to come around here. I'm going to go chop, 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 chop. It's one of those times when you're cutting, you might want to take chunks of paper off. Just like that. And come back to some of the harder parts after you get all the big pieces of paper out of here. Like right here. Just chop. And come up in here. Come across the bottom of the foot. Chop. Come up around. All right. Chop. Just like that. Just chopping. All right. Come up this foot. Come around the leg. Cut that off like that. All right. Come around this foot. Come down the leg. This is where you gotta be real careful with your fine motor skills. All right. Chop that off. Very careful. When y'all want to hit lunch, please do.
Do you want to do early or
No.
later?
No.
Either way, I could go if you want. Whichever one you want, your choice.
I'll
No.
head out today.
Go ahead.
No, Mister, you stay here.
Forever, Brian?
Forever and ever, Brian.
Wait. Forever,
Woo!
ever, ever.
Made me breathe hard on that one. Top of the tower here.
What was that? Wait,
I'm gonna come down.
No.
Oh, and it sticks out a little bit. All right. Now the Eiffel Tower originally was a radio tower, but now it's just a big monument that kind of shows what Paris is all about. And Paris is where the Eiffel Tower is at. And of course, Paris is the capital or the main city of France. And you're like, wait a second, what does that do with Christmas? Well, France is French. And this is a French hen. Trois. That would be three French hens. So it would be trois is how you say three in French. And I'm going to come in here. Oh my goodness. Be very careful on the gobble thing. Come underneath the beak. Come up the side of the neck. Be careful. Oh, Fast and Furious would be very, very bad with this. The three French hens with our little twist on it. Hope you enjoy.